1 hour from now, multiple chances to go to the rodeo.
Yes, because at 8 o'clock every morning, we let you hear what the rodeo sounder of the day is going to be. We reveal the rodeo sounder of the day at 8, and then between the hours of 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., every time you hear that rodeo sounder, we want you to call our radio station. The number is 713-390-KRBE. I give you out the number now so you can make note, because somebody texted, what is the number we call? I really want to win some tickets.
Phone.
Keep it in your phone, 713-390-KRBE. That's 5723 on your phone. And every time you hear that rodeo sounder, call the radio station. You're going to win tickets to the rodeo. And then right after we reveal the rodeo sounder, we're going to play the rapid fire quiz. And the prize for that today, courtesy of Raising Cane's, is 4 tickets field level to see Jelly Roll at the rodeo.
That's huge.
And a premium parking pass.
That's really
We just talked about how 75% of Americans will not go to an event because of the parking.
Yeah.
Somebody texted us, I stopped going to the rodeo years ago because of the rodeo. Like the parking was so crazy.
Well, we have got all the bases covered.
Because of the rodeo, because of all the parking. But guess what? Premium parking pass and 4 Jelly Roll tickets up for grabs at 8 o'clock this morning.
For every answer we get wrong, you have to put a chicken tender, a Raising Cane's chicken finger in your mouth.
Because we have a giant bowl.
How is that a punishment?
Gosh.
You just want to
You
be
can't answer a question.
You're trying to answer with 5
You can't answer
Oh,
questions.
okay.
Sam might be in trouble.
You might be in trouble. You couldn't even
I'm on
eat
fire
like
today.
3 or 4 of them, right?
Can
There's
you
no way
have
you can
a
eat them down.
repeat? Because Eric, you won last week.
Oh, did you? We can't remember. No, because you didn't gloat.
He
We
can.
can't remember.
He'll gloat when we start the game.
Okay, in an hour from now, we're going to have all that kind of fun, and you get rodeo tickets.
104.1 KRBE.
Did you know the 3-digit extension is the... All right,
let's hit it.
Now time for Roula and Ryan's prank call.
All right, let's find out what this is all about this
It
morning.
has to do with rent going up.
Yeah, let's get Olivia on to find out who we are pranking.
So I want to prank my husband, Kevin. We are renting a house, and they recently tried to raise our rent. So we were going to move, but they came back and offered us a lower rent, so we're staying. But it was a big deal. So if we could prank my husband and tell him that the offer to stay was a mistake and they're not going to lower our rent, they're actually going to raise it more. Otherwise, we need to move out by this weekend. He's going to freak out. He's not going to be happy.
Thank you for the setup, Olivia.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Good morning. This is Caleb calling from the property management.
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking in on the move-out date for one part.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see what date y'all had chosen to move out at the end of the month. Will it be the last day of the month or the first day of next month?
Actually, we re-signed our lease.
Oh. Well, I have here that the rent increase was declined. Y'all didn't want us to raise your rent.
No, they called me and made me a better deal.
Who did?
So, matter of fact, I signed the lease. I got
Was that
email and
Angela? Because she was fired for embezzlement.
Oh, my God.
Not that I know of.
Oh, dear. Because we have an agreeable family moving in next week that they agreed to the higher rent.
Oh,
dear. Oh, dear.
I've signed my lease already.
Okay, so, but also, we do have another Deer Park property for a lower price with a pool and a treehouse.
A treehouse?
No.
Okay.
No.
And actually, sir, now that I'm reading through this is DEAR Park in Illinois. Would y'all be interested in living in Illinois?
Is this a scam?
No, sir. No, sir. We also have an actual treehouse available in Cuba.
All right. Well.
Okay. Well, so if y'all can't move out, will you share the house with the new family? It's just Steve, actually.
Are you for real?
I am. Have you considered living that RV life?
No.
Okay, well, Olivia said it sounded fun. Hey, what's up? I'm Special K from KRBE at the Roula and Ryan show she listens to.
Yes.
You can stay in your house, bro.
Oh man, thank you very much. I almost was gonna share with somebody though. You know, I'm a friendly guy.
With Steve Steve wants to share the house with you guys.
Well, come on. But just show up with a little stick with a bag on it like a hobo.
Well, listen, I won't keep you anymore, Mr. Kevin. I just wanted to see if you had a message for Olivia for setting you up on this tomfoolery this morning.
Man, yeah, tell her that I'm gonna get her back.
Can you say Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan show?
Special K pranked me on the Roula and Ryan show.
Here's a little news flash. It's not funny.
Ryan.
No, that's not funny.
Oh my god.
He came in a little soon on not dragging out the
Yeah.
scam.
I used to that with
But the guy, that was
Kevin.
pretty good. Deer Park, DEAR in Illinois. Or Treehouse in Kima, maybe RV Life. It's fine. Y'all go to krv.com/prank-call-requests and y'all can get in a prank call. Hey,
I felt like Kevin was doing it, and then he's like, oh,
He's
crap,
like, I'm
my
going on
plane
vacation.
My plane leaves in an hour. I gotta
wrap this up.
well, challenge has been thrown down now. Ryan's doing the next prank call. Let's see how it turns out
Oh,
on
no,
Friday.
I'm not. I never claimed that I can do it.
So you shouldn't shame
Oh,
the
that
ones
was
that you-
lame.
Oh my god.
I liked it. I just know that guy was sniffing out that scam.
Yeah.
That's why he's like,
The problem
is
is
this
if
for
the person
real?
doesn't get mad,
Yeah.
what are you
It's
gonna
not
do?
as great, right?
Well, he just was
You
like,
want a
this is
reaction,
scam.
and that guy's like too worried. Yeah.
Well, a lot of
Which
times
is
you can't
good.
get a
You should
reaction
be
without
thinking
getting
that way.
canceled. The things that you have to say to somebody to get a reaction will get you canceled.
Maybe you should do that and then just edit that part out. That nobody knows.
Yeah, but then you got to fill it with something else that sounds totally like benign.
Nobody knows.
And they're like, wow, that person really took it to the next
Oh,
level.
first.
I'm a funny guy, but I don't think that's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody said, OMG, I had this happen to me. I signed a lease for apartment rent, and then they told me I signed the wrong agreement. And they rented the apartment out from under me after I signed the renewal. Oh, no.
And
Guess
this
it
is-
does happen.
And that just proves that Kevin does these for real people.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and speaking of
'Cause
that.
if it wasn't for real,
It would be funny.
Yeah. No, stop it. I thought it was fine. I know that you guys did it. It's okay. There have been other times where maybe it didn't work out so well. But let me throw this out there real quick since y'all are laughing this out. What that person just texted about somebody getting the rent out from under you. If anybody's trying to buy concert tickets for any event coming to Houston or anywhere in particular, if you're going to use StubHub particularly, StubHub is one of the most reliable resale websites that I think a lot of people use. Yep. But here, it's a two-step system if you're buying a ticket from StubHub.
You give me your money, they gouge you.
No. You're choosing the price.
Oh, I don't choose that price.
Obviously,
I'm
StubHub is
stuck
resale.
with it.
That's not my point. My point is, when you buy the tickets, let's say you're going to buy rodeo tickets, and you agree the price is going to be whatever it is, they send you the thing, and you say, okay, I'm going to buy this, and they send you the email that says, okay, we'll let you know when your tickets are ready. You have to look for the second email that says your tickets are ready. You open that email, you have to hit accept tickets. If you do not accept tickets, the person has the right to refund you your money and resell the tickets again. And you will show up to the venue and you will open up that screen and you can't get in. The reason I know this is because when I went to Vegas, this happened to two Adele listeners or fans. They came all the way from Kentucky and they did not open the accept tickets and they got resold out from under them.
what they end up doing? Did you find out?
The guy just said
away?
they were still trying to figure out something. I don't know. That wasn't
Try and find a ticket if someone was available.
something. But you have to hit accept ticket or else you didn't actually get your tickets. Just let me give you a note. There's a lot of rodeo shows coming. I don't want you stuck outside crying over it. All right, don't forget, rodeo tickets 8 o'clock. Jelly Roll, premium parking pass can be yours. Coming up next, closure. Somebody's looking for closure because somebody disappeared in their life. We're going to give it to them next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
And then they weren't. And you're wondering what happened.
Go to krbe.com, contact Eric, and tell him what the situation is. It's not always romantic. It could be like long lost friends or family members or teachers or somebody who really inspired you and you don't know what happened to them. A lot of times it is romantic. You've gone on a date with somebody and they just totally ghosted. We've got Molly sitting by to tell us why she wants to be on closure. Here we go. Good morning, Molly.
Morning.
Hey,
Good
Molly.
morning, Molly. So who is it you're trying to get closure with?
I'm trying to get closure with this really great guy, Ricky. We went out 4 times in 3 weeks. We did sleep together. But, we both said that we didn't want to see other people. We weren't, ready to be boyfriend, girlfriend.
Wait a minute.
Not ready for a title, but
But you've
agreeing that
agreed.
you don't want to be with anybody else.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Exactly.
Usually you had the talk then about being boyfriend, girlfriend.
Well, you don't have to be
you
boyfriend and
can't let me
girlfriend
be
yet.
exclusive. I'm a free agent still.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like, well, we're not exclusive, but I don't want you to see anybody. Isn't that being exclusive?
Well, no, I don't think so. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is.
some people are just not the kind of people that can go out on a date with one person one night and a different person the next night.
Exactly.
Did you guys have relations on the fourth date, or was it the first date?
It was the third date, and then it was after the third date, he was like, I don't want to scare you, but I'm really, I really like you.
You got the good.
Did he get the good on the fourth date?
Yes.
Like, was there a sleepover, or was it just, hey, I'll see you later, and then that's when, you got ghosted?
There was a sleepover, and then, a day or two later, he calls me, hey, I'm really sorry to be wishy-washy, but I'm not ready for a relationship.
He tells you that, hey, I'm being wishy-washy now. I don't want to see you again. How did you respond to him?
I was literally stunned silent, and I don't think that's ever happened to me in my entire life where I haven't had something to say. But by the time I had, collected myself to, respond, he had already hung up. So.
What?
I'm thinking he did it 2 times with you, and the first time maybe wasn't as good, so he tried it again, and then now he's like, I can't be doing
Well,
this.
that makes her feel fantastic.
No, that's
Eric.
how I would
So
think.
much for that.
I'm not saying it's you.
That's awesome.
But that's...
Well, you are saying it's her.
Wow.
I'm just saying that's how guys would think, or that's people listening would think that way.
But you don't?
Let's just get him on then, because we have him. I don't want him
Before
to hang
you
up while we
totally
sit here and analyze
shatter her
this.
self-esteem, Eric,
Yes.
let's just bring Ricky into the
What do you think it would be?
conversation.
Just before we talked to him, what is your...
Maybe he's got somebody else that was brewing on the side she didn't know about. Maybe he found interest in something else.
Or somebody came back into the picture.
Who
You
knows?
never know.
Let's get the
Well,
real
I
answer.
think it happened.
And did y'all have any same friends, or how'd y'all meet again? Y'all don't work together, so you haven't seen him there.
We met on Tinder, so we don't know any mutual people.
Well, let me get to it before he hangs
Yeah.
up. I'm scared.
No,
We're
he's not
scaring
hanging
him
up.
off.
Let's
He's
get you some
right there.
answers
Ricky
right
is
now.
standing by. Let's just have him join the conversation because he's heard it all. Hi, Ricky. Good morning.
Hey, Molly, how are you?
Just doing great, obviously.
Yeah, listen to her voice, Ricky.
Not awkward at
You
all.
kind of got her, and then Eric even got her more paranoid that she did something wrong.
I never said she did anything wrong.
You said she was bad in bed.
Well, first of all, let me say it's not that she was bad in bed.
Thank
They
you.
led you to believe that. But, do you really want to know what's going on?
I contacted a radio station. Of course I want to know.
Yeah, go ahead, Ricky. Tell her what's going on.
Oh, okay. So I didn't really get into my family background and situation, but my parents adopted my younger brother when he was 12. He has a different last name, but he is without a doubt my brother. I love him. So do you know a dude named Paul?
Yeah, I dated Paul for 4 months.
Paul is my brother.
Oh.
Man.
What?
You discovered that your brother and Molly went out.
Oh, God.
How did you not know? 4 months, that's a long time.
We didn't live close to each other, so, I never met his family.
Well, we're close. We talk on the phone all the time, but we don't really get into our dating history, and he lives far away, so it just didn't come up until we saw each other, and I was happy, and I showed him a photo of you, and his jaw dropped.
Oh, he realized that he had dated her, too.
Yeah. To be honest, it freaked me out. It freaked him out. And it was a little bit of a personal issue for me because you were with my brother. It's like, ooh.
You could have just told me that, though. When you called, you could have been like, hey, I found out that you used to date my brother, and I can't do that, so this is why it isn't working out. I was literally going over every interaction and conversation that we had ever had on replay, trying to figure out where I went wrong. And then Eric put in my head that I could be bad in bed.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I
Yes,
didn't say
you
that.
did.
I told you, Eric.
I
You're
was saying that's
terrible.
a guys could think that.
Anyway, yeah.
I should have spoke up. I'm sorry for putting doubt in your head, in your heart.
What was the breakup about?
He was nice. There was no issues. It was just we were just not geographically compatible. We lived 45 minutes away from each other. It was an issue to ever plan getting together, and we realized
So
Why can't you guys be together then?
you didn't like him that much then.
we didn't And yeah, we were like, we were not interested in each other enough to like make the effort.
I feel like you guys could still be together. We could salvage this, guys.
It's too weird for me,
It's
y'all.
not ideal.
We can be friends.
Because maybe Molly thinks it's weird.
I feel like it would be weird if I ever did get to the point where I met the rest of the family to know that I know them both so well.
Yeah, I'm already getting the creepers from
Yeah, all
We've
right.
talked to people in the past that have
I
slept with
know.
a dad and the son.
It doesn't matter. It's not
This is
working
nothing.
for them, though. Neither one of them want to do it, so let's just let sleeping dogs lie.
It just sucks that if you guys had a good chemistry.
Well, the chemistry is going to be off now, Eric, because of the fact that they know.
Molly, which brother was better?
Oh, my God, really,
see?
Ryan?
Finally, you got me off the hook. I knew somebody would ask that.
God.
It wasn't
No,
me.
You don't have to answer that, Molly. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer
Just
that.
off
Ignore
twice
him.
if it was Paul.
No. Well, now you know. Thanks, Ricky, for being available. And I don't know. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think what we learned here is just tell the person the truth.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Because, I mean, you did nothing wrong, dude.
Right.
She did nothing wrong.
And
Nobody.
you didn't ghost her. You actually really honest and out there with it. Like, hey, I can't.
Well, he was honest to a point. He
That's what
didn't
I'm saying.
tell
But, like,
her
most
everything.
people would just be like, I'm out, ghost.
Your brother Paul can't be mad at you because you did not have a clue.
No.
And you broke it off when you found out.
From now on, you and your brother need to share photos after you date someone.
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen this girl before?
That might
Right.
not be a bad idea.
Met this girl on Tinder. You ever
Yeah.
dated her? All right, here we go. Thanks, guys, for calling the show. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care. I wonder, maybe we could make Molly feel better doing anybody listening. Anybody listening. Has anybody other than Molly been out with somebody and realized that a sibling had dated them?
Well, it also depends on how
Like,
far
have
you
you
go
been
with
in a
it.
situation where you realized, oh my God, my brother or my sister
Well, wait,
dated
we've
this
asked this question before. Ryan, remember that lady called and said that growing up, the aunt and uncle were married to the opposite aunt and uncle, and she's known them longer with
Yeah,
the
but they
opposite mates
intentionally
than
went
the
after it.
originals.
Yeah, they switched.
Yeah,
They
that's
did the
different.
switch. So, like, if Mary and Josh were married, and then Melissa and Joe
Yeah.
were married, Melissa and
Like my
Josh got
But I'm
together.
talking accidentally. Like you
Like my
just
older
discovered.
sister in college, she went to the one of those dances
Yeah.
with Rich, who is now my other sister's husband. They went to college and they met
So they had
at the
a
wedding.
date.
Yeah, they went on a date. I think they kissed.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything else.
And then they.
And then that when she was getting married to her husband, because they all went to University of Illinois together. They met at the wedding, so that's how they became.
So Kelly met Rich at Tammy's wedding
Wedding.
reception or wedding.
Yeah,
And now they're married.
but Tammy went on a date or a dance with him.
Yeah.
I always thought that was kind of weird, but they knew it. Not like this.
Yeah, it wasn't like something
I
they
feel
just
like they're-
discovered.
he
should
should
have
have
just
still
told her.
just said, hey, it's kind of weird for me. Turns
Yeah.
out that your ex-boyfriend is my brother, and it was too long of a relationship for me to start one with
I mean,
you.
that's the thing about
Yeah.
ghosting. You when you do that, and I know everybody does it now, but it's really cruel to the other person because they sit around and they beat themselves up. They don't know. First of all, you did nothing wrong. The person that ghosted you is the one that did something
I don't know
wrong.
why you can't just tell them
I know.
anything. Just even if it's for 2 minutes. Say,
Don't you
here's,
think that
here's what
life
it
is easier
I don't
if
want
you
to fight
just
about
put
it
it all
because
out there?
That's what I feel. Sorry, bye.
Yeah. Hey, I found out my
the
brother
word
went out with you.
ghosting has become like the fact that the word exists. At least people talk about the fact that it happens so much because before I got married, before I met my husband, we talked about my whole life on this show. I started this show when I was single and no kids and out there dating, and there were so many times like, oh my God, what happened to this guy? Did he fall into a tree shredder? But it was not a normal thing to say, oh, I got ghosted. We didn't have that phrase. It was like, and I was like, am I the only person that's happened to? Now it seems like very normal.
I think it's always
You
happened.
will go on it. It's always happened, but
Just
nobody
now
talks
it's
about it the way
now
we
it's
do.
got a label.
But now it hurts more because everyone has a phone.
and
Yes, and
you
you
can
know
call them
that-
intentionally choosing not
You
to
know
answer.
they see it.
Yeah.
And you know they're out and about because you can see their
Unless they
social
blocked
media of
you.
what they're doing. And you're like, I know you have your phone in your hand right now.
If they blocked you and you text them, does it say anything? Come back?
I don't know. I
You don't
haven't
know.
blocked anybody.
No.
You don't know.
I don't block
you
anybody
do not
ever.
know
How do you
if
know?
you've been blocked. You don't know. I've been blocked
But how do you
But how
know?
do you, wait, you just said you don't know. So how do you
How
know?
would you know?
because eventually I got unblocked, and the person said, "Oh, yeah, I had blocked you." So I don't think
just,
you know.
The reason I
Like the
never
text,
block
like you said, a
anybody.
text.
Yeah, but like
it
what
just
happens
goes
to your
out there.
text,
Does
right?
it doesn't bounce back or anything, or it just
Does it just show blue
No,
like
it
it was
does.
delivered?
yeah.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
you have to. Isn't there a setting on your iPhone? You have to like.
Let's ask Irvin.
Have a
I bet he's
setting.
been blocked.
Irvin is a digital guy.
He strikes me
He's
as
digital.
somebody.
He should know. Irvin, you're supposed to have all the answers.
Yeah,
You do
you
digital for KRB.
I don't get blocked.
Okay.
Okay, yes, you
Okay.
do the blockings. Then do you know what happens when that person that you blocked, when they try to reach out? What happens?
In terms of text messages, it's a green bubble instead of a blue bubble.
But that's
okay.
only. But that's
Yeah.
only if you and
Both
that
have
other
iPhones?
person both have iPhones.
Yeah, say it's like Android to Android. It'll just show like as if it was sent, but like the person
they
doesn't
didn't.
receive it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Whereas
Okay.
on social media, you don't even see the profile. Like you have no way of sending them a message.
You know the phrase, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer? This is why I will never block anyone. Because
Yeah,
you
you
got to
want to know
where,
what
where
kind
they are, what they're
of
doing.
crazy stuff they're texting.
Or in your contacts, you can't break them off because you know when they call, so you don't answer that one. You don't be surprised. Not that we answer numbers we don't know anyway, but sometimes you have to answer a number you don't know if you're waiting for like the plumber to show up or, that's like the
I
worst.
know.
When you're at the mercy of like the maintenance guy, you're like, I'm going to answer every single phone number I don't.
I think that's a spam risk. I get that out.
Or if as a radio bit you apply to Walmart and now your phone's been ringing for 4 solid days with 100 different various numbers.
Right? Somebody
it's
had a really
driving
good,
me bonkers.
Somebody had a really good suggestion. Why don't one of y'all block one of the other ones right now and try it? Like if I block Ryan and see if Ryan texts me.
All right, here, I'll text you real quick.
What happened?
Block me.
No, don't text me. Don't text me. I haven't blocked you yet.
Block me. Oh, by the way, speaking of ghosting,
Is this gonna come
I was
through?
going to recommend, Eric,
Let me
you'd
get-
love this.
But then you'll forget to
I watched
unblock
this.
them.
I watched a movie on Apple. Or
3 years later.
It was on Apple. It's called Ghosted with Chris Evans. And it's really funny. He goes out on a date with this girl
Wait,
and
where's the block?
texts her 11 times and she doesn't respond. Turns out she's a CIA agent. And it's really funny.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
that was
where's block on here,
it's really
guys?
It's that
cute.
pretty girl.
If you go all the way to the bottom, it says delete contact. It doesn't say block.
No, you got to go into edit settings.
Yeah, I did. This
And
is
then
his
block.
this is Ryan's profile on my phone.
Oh, you already blocked.
I've already been
go
blocked.
into a message?
I've been texting her for years. She never saw any of them. That would answer why she doesn't
Here.
respond to anything.
By the way, we get lots
I
of
can't
texts.
block right.
Calling
Oh, there it
them
is.
Eskimo
Okay.
brothers.
Okay, block
Oh, yeah.
contact.
They're not only brothers, they're Eskimo brothers
I don't know
now.
why they're called that, but lots of people say Eskimo brothers.
All right. You want me
Okay,
to
so I
text
just
you?
officially blocked you
All
now,
right,
Ryan.
let me text you
Now
real
you
quick.
text me and tell me what it shows you.
Okay.
It said because I blocked contact with
Hello.
Ryan's
I'm
name.
texting you hello.
You're gonna forget to unblock.
I know. That'll be
a
here.
commercial break.
Look, it says blue that it went sent to her. It doesn't say that I've been blocked.
I got nothing.
You have no notification that I've been blocked. I have no idea. So you would never even know if you're blocked.
Like
Somebody
clever
said,
stalker.
somebody on text said, I'll block anybody, even family. If you're negative or even slightly rude to me, I will block you. All in caps. I do not care.
Oh my god.
I want to block all these politicians trying to reach out to me.
Oh, I know. That's so annoying.
And let me tell you the epic mistake I made. Classic me. I don't want to wait in the line. When I went to go vote, I think it was like 8 years ago, the line was out the door for one side and there was nobody on the other side. So what did I do? I went to the other side and said, yes, this is my party.
Eric, look at my phone.
I'm
We
gonna
have a
vote.
mutual friend. I don't want to say his name.
Let me see.
Look what he just.
It says blocking.
No, look what he just texted. Because I threw that question out there. You know who it is.
Now I get
This is
the-
a good person too.
So Ryan's doing an inside joke that makes no sense
No,
to
no, go
anybody.
ahead. Go ahead, Eric. Say it
Eric,
on
look
air.
at this inside joke
No,
that we
no,
can't
no.
talk about.
Say it on air. Don't say the
I
name.
won't say the name. This
Don't
person
say
said I
that.
slept with the mom and daughter, not together, but 10 years apart.
Didn't realize
Wow.
that they were related.
Man.
Good
I guess
for
that
you.
can happen if
He's
somebody
the
has
man.
No, it doesn't say.
What do you mean he's the
doesn't
man?
say
He's not a
related.
creeper.
It doesn't say they didn't know.
No, he did.
Oh, he didn't say he didn't know?
It just says
I'll
I
ask
dated the
him.
daughter.
Did you
and
know?
I don't
10
think
years
you-
apart.
I
Ask
think
him
you
if he knew.
do.
Okay, now I got to unblock.
Real time. Yeah. Are you going to unblock me?
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out if I forget.
You won't.
Coming up next.
Just keep showing up.
I know. I won't know when he sends something.
No,
I'm like, I have
not
to
at
unblock it.
all.
Unblock me, Rolla. God.
Hold on. I got to get to the commercial break to unblock you.
Oh, sure you do.
Yes, I do. Coming up next
2 days later.
in Celebrity Scoop, you know, the things that you do in your youth will always come back to bite you. And Drew Barrymore got a front row seat to that smack in the face of what she did when she was young that her kids called her out for.
Karma.
Find out next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
What up, what up, what up?
Listen. Get ready.
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
All right, so a couple of things I want to remind you about. March is right around the corner, my friends. We've got one more extra day of this month, and then we kick off March, all right? So we're moving into the month of March, which means yellow pollen and allergies.
Oh, we're in that allergy hell
Full
right
rodeo
now.
season, spring break, and National Women's History Month. And instead of spotlighting National Women in History, we're spotlighting women in our Roula and Ryan Show listening area that you want to put the spotlight on. We ask you to call our listener line at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368. And let us know why the woman in your life deserves recognition. And every day from the 1st until the 29th, we're going to spotlight and thank one of the women that we hear about at 8:20 in the morning on the
And
Roula and
Rolla,
Ryan Show.
I want to give you an example. Like, this is really short. It's really sweet, but she didn't say the name. So this is why it's so important to say the name.
I want to recognize my mom for doing everything for me and helping me with my schoolwork and my projects and doing my hair and all that good stuff I need help with.
That was so sweet. Say your mommy's name. You got to say your mommy's name.
I recommend, like Roula just said, call that listener line today. Even right after this segment. That way you can get in, because once we start doing these spotlights, we're going to do it.
Everybody will call in.
Going to do it. I think Sam's going to be doing the spotlights because we got a lot of people already called.
There'll be limited vacancies.
Yeah, and I want to make sure we get them in there.
Right. So 8:20 every morning on the Roula and Ryan show, you will hear the spotlight of the woman that you called in about. Again, that number is 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. The other number I want you to have in your contacts is our request line number, which is 713-390-KRBE, because in about 15 minutes, we are going to do two things for the rodeo. One, reveal the rodeo sounder. And two, play the rapid fire quiz where you have a chance to win Jelly Roll tickets. They are 4 field level tickets with a premium parking pass.
This is going to be a fierce competition
Somebody
this
just
morning.
texted, have you done it yet? I set my alarm because I want to hear it. I love listening to the laughs. Like, is that because you're laughing, making fun of us because we're dumb? With our answers?
Oh, for rapid fire.
I mean, there's usually some
We do have
sort
silly
of
answers a lot of times.
There's usually, I don't know what's the word. There's usually a controversy. Somebody's complaining about an answer or
the drama. We're pretty competitive.
Bad sports, sore winners, sore losers.
Sam acts like she's not competitive, but I know deep down.
She was a college soccer player. Of course she's competitive.
It's in there.
You've had some epic wins, Sam. You've actually won like back to back.
Well, last year.
That happened like 3 years ago, but I'll take that victory.
Like 3 years.
No, last year when you had.
No, you had 2.
Santiago in your belly, I think.
Oh, it's because I had 2 brains.
Yeah.
He's really smart.
You drew upon his brain power.
So 8 o'clock, we'll give you the rodeo sounder of the day to win tickets between the hours of 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. But then right after we reveal the rodeo sounder, we will actually play the rapid fire quiz for Jelly Roll tickets, specifically from Raising Cane's. Thank you for our friends at Raising Cane's for providing those 4 field level tickets and the premium parking pass. All right, so let's get to more proof that what you do when you're young will never go away. It stays with you forever. We tell kids all the time, especially now in the world of social media, Snapchat and all that, just because you think it went away, it didn't actually go away. Whatever you are posting at any time of your life, it lives forever on the internet. And it gets sold and resold and resold and resold to so many websites you can't catch it.
Every year there's these baseball players, they get drafted, and then something they wrote when they were 16
comes up
2 years later, 3 years, or they're 13, they don't realize it. Different era. And the worst is when you make fun of a player and then you get drafted by that team and you're with that player.
Oh, that's
I've seen that a lot with like, screw you, LeBron, you suck. And then
you're like,
on that team.
LeBron's on Lakers.
But you would like to think that people can grow and mature. You know, you're not the same person
yes,
you were
we can,
10
Ryan,
years
but
ago.
the point is, it's still
if you
lives.
say something disgusting,
if it's horrible
terrible,
or like
people
racist
don't
or
give you a
something,
pass.
that's awful, and you shouldn't get a pass.
That's the whole reason that we don't have hosts for award shows anymore. It started with Kevin Hart's hosting the Oscars, and then 10 years prior on Twitter, he said unsavory things that were getting him canceled, and he left the Oscars, and then ever since then, they're like, no, he's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to do these hosting gigs because they deep dive too much. And
unless you're just a good person, never said horrible things.
You can be a good person and unfortunately have said something because you
especially
were dumb.
podcasts. Like, look at our raw feed. I'm sure there's things in there you said 6 years ago that now you can't say. You don't know.
So Drew Barrymore, when she was 19 years old, posed in Playboy. Drew Barrymore's life has not been an easy one. For anybody who's ever followed her story, her mother used her as a prop and a pawn to get into celebrity parties because Drew was a child actor that America was obsessed and in love with. And her mother, Jade, used her for her celebrity, used her to get into clubs, would take this child to clubs to party all night, where then Drew picked up an alcohol and cocaine problem. She has been through rehab at 13 years old. She's done all these things. Her father was an alcoholic who died of alcoholism. She's had a lot of grief and strife in her life, even though she's been a celebrity and a wealthy person. There was a time where she wasn't wealthy at all. The thing that brought her back was starring in this Amy Fisher movie, because Alyssa Milano did one and Drew Barrymore did one, and then she did a movie called Poison Ivy.
I remember that, yeah.
And then it just became this thing. So Drew Barrymore, when she was 19 years old, she posed in Playboy. She did like a striptease for David Letterman on his desk. She flashed him.
I
She always
remember that.
flashed him all the time.
Yeah. Well, now she's a mama, and she's got a 9-year-old and 11-year-old, and she was talking to Christina Aguilera on her show, and she said, my daughter wants to wear a crop top. And I say, nope. And she'll say, you were on the cover of Playboy, Mom. Like her 11-year-old knows that Mommy was in Playboy. It was in the January 1995 issue. And she's like, well, I was just... And Christina Aguilera said, well, you were just expressing and empowering yourself at the time. And she's like, yeah. It was a good time, but kind of hurts when your kid's like, you were the cover of Playboy, Mom.
How much money do they get for that?
She was an adult.
Yeah.
And she could do that. You're 11. And just because I did something, I can learn from it
Right.
and tell you why. If anything that's better, she can say, here's the positives and the negatives.
Yeah, it was a
Like, do you know
snapshot
what your
in
mommy
time.
was going through at 19? Of course I was on the cover of Playboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. And speaking of showing yourself, I'm not sure what Drea DiMatteo is doing on OnlyFans, but she is formerly from The Sopranos.
Oh, I forgot
And
about her.
she was on the very short-lived series Joey, that was the spinoff from Friends. That had 2 seasons. She played a sister.
Yep.
And she said that she was this close to losing her house because she had no money to make mortgage payments until she opened an OnlyFans page. And within the first couple of days, she had enough money to support herself again and has saved her
I just
life.
want to know what these OnlyFans do, but I'm like, nope. I'm not.
I
put
do
my
not
credit
want to
card in it.
download that app.
I
No
do not
way.
want my wife going, what the hell's this? I don't need that in my life. Show prep.
Yeah, she...
Sorry.
Yeah, that's the excuse.
It's research.
It's research, babe.
Why are you following 50 people? Oh.
She said in just
paying for
5
all
minutes after
It's not
posting
free.
her first risque photo, in 5 minutes after Drea DiMatteo posted her first, quote, risque photo, she had gotten herself out of that financial chaos. And she says she is not sorry. She goes, anybody that wants to condemn me and put me down, go for it. I just hope you never find yourself in the position I was in to take care of 2 little kids.
Oh.
I mean, if
And
I-
unfortunately, that is what a lot of women in particular are faced
do
with
it.
because they
That's good.
can use their bodies if they choose to do that. But then, of course, you're shamed for using your body, and it's like that double-edged sword.
but
that we
she's
talk
controlling
about.
it like she has the power.
Right,
Yeah.
because it's she's posting it. Then again, how many people can't control it, guys? Because we know somebody that works very closely with us that got deep faked, and she can't stop it. She can't stop it. How do you stop that? You're controlling
She's
your
not making
OnlyFans,
money
but from
off of
those
it either.
pictures, people can take stuff and do. People can take your picture for anything and deep fake you.
Appropriate your image.
Yeah, and it's very impossible to get out. I mean, think about it. When you send an email and you don't know where the hell it went, you swear you sent it. And if someone's like, I didn't receive it, you're like, how in the hell in 2024 did the email just go nowhere? You're like, I just feel like this giant void. It's just out there floating somewhere and I can't
Well,
get
look
it.
at Taylor Swift.
That's your picture
Somebody
on
did
the internet.
deep fake nudes of her, and it's going.
This has been going around since like
the
90s.
Britney
made
Spears
it,
days.
I used to
it
get
made
that
its way to
dial-up,
the
and it'd
internet,
be
or
like-
to the White House.
It'd take forever for the photo to show up. It'd be like Carmen Electra and Jennifer Aniston on someone else's head or her head.
But
on a
back
naked
then it
body.
looked pretty fake. I feel like there was a little fakeness to it. Now it's
with
really
AI.
scary how real it
Yeah.
looks. And if you're a nobody person, you're not a celebrity, you're just someone that got deep faked, you have no hope.
That
you feel
sucks.
like I can't even battle this demon because there's nobody. I'm not famous enough for somebody to help me. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, just be careful of that. But Drea DiMatteo says OnlyFans saved her life, and she's got no shame.
Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, so today's February 28th. I heard you guys talking about leap year, during one of the commercial breaks. So
Off the air, we were saying, is there a thing about the 29th of February every
Well,
year?
Irvin does our digital. He's like, Eric, what are we going to do for leap year tomorrow? I'm like, oh, was I supposed to think of something for leap year? Is that a big thing?
Play
Like,
leapfrog in the hallway?
that's what I said. I
Okay,
said
so-
Kevin and Sam could do leap over a calendar. There you go.
leap. I did the research. So without leap years, after a few hundred years, we'd end up having summer in November. It was first introduced in 46 BC. It's a correction to counter the fact that the Earth's orbit is not exactly 365 days a year. That's why they created it. Because if you kept on adding year after year after year, after a few hundred years, you'd end up having summer in November, is what they're saying.
I knew this.
That's why we have leap year.
Well, I was listening to Sam yesterday. She told us this on her show.
Stop it. You're such a brat.
Just real quick.
Your spotlight.
Can I
That was
re-
your spotlight.
Yeah, spotlight.
That is
okay.
real leap year.
What? You just did it.
You just did
No,
it.
that's what I'm saying. I did it. So I did it. I'm making fun of me.
Okay, listen, let me just real quick give a shout out to the February 28 babies because you were this close to being a leap year baby where you only have a birthday every 4 years officially. And my daughter just texted me, Mommy, I'm in the car with you. Yeah, right now. Please hurry. Do it before I turn it
there
off.
she is.
Mama Christy's in the car. Happy birthday, Mama
Happy
Christy.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Yes, agapame. Kronya Pula, and we love you so much.
Oh, Christy, happy birthday! I'm going to dedicate my win to you today in rapid fire.
You mean her
But you'll
daughter's
still
will be
gloat.
dedicated to her?
No, I'm going to dedicate it to Mama Christy.
We're about to play the rapid fire quiz. It's on.
It's
We're all winning for the bragging rights to be my mom's
Because you're her
favorite
daughter,
child.
but I chose her.
Which one of us will be my mom's favorite
Love it.
child?
Yep.
You
So we
chose
need-
You
her.
had no choice.
We need 4 contestants if you want to see
That's funny.
Jelly Roll, sold out tickets, and a parking pass.
Oh my God, a premium parking pass and 4 field level tickets, y'all. This is big. Thank you, Raising Cane's, for providing these. 713-390-KRBE. We need 4 contestants for the rapid fire quiz next on KRBE.